What's good, y'all? It's your boy Max, and in today's video, we're gonna be talking about control. All right, let's face it, guys. In life, there are some things that are up to us. There are some things that are in our control, but the sad reality is there is a lot more things that aren't. From the weather to traffic to accidentally screen sharing your phone to the living room TV where your entire family's watching a movie and having them all witness that you're opening the hub at 4 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. Some things are just out of your control. All right, maybe in that situation, I probably could have did things better. I definitely could have did things better, but that's aside from the point. A lot of things are just out of our control in life. They're out of our control, but we still put all this pressure on ourselves. We still stress ourselves out so much of the time, trying to control every single little thing, and it really is just a waste of time. We just simply can't control everything, guys. We can't, and that's 100% okay. And today I want to talk about why it's important that we learn to accept that. All right, first things first, let's talk about why we even want that control in the first place. Let's be honest, guys. Life can be trash at times. It could suck. It could be a mess. Things don't go our way. We're put into shitty situations, dealing with shitty people, dealing with shitty struggles. And a lot of the time, those things are just out of our control, like I said earlier. But so it's only natural that we kind of want that control. It's natural for us to want things to go our way, for us to not have to deal with these problems, for us to not be put in these situations that we don't even want to be in. It's natural for us to want our lives not to suck. I mean, who wants their life to suck, bro? Let's be real. I feel like I would relate having control to almost like a sense of security in a way, because we feel like if we have control over a situation or we have control over someone, we could be safe knowing that we're gonna get the outcome that we want. But let's be real, guys, life is never really that simple. We can't have control over every single situation out there. There's always gonna be situations that come up in your life that you can't really do nothing about, that you can't prevent. They just happen and we just gotta deal with them. And I feel like the more you try to control something, the less control you really even have over it. It's like if you try too hard to control a person, you're gonna push them away because they're not gonna wanna be around someone that's always trying to dictate every single little thing they do. And if you try too hard to control a situation to make it go exactly as you plan and it perfect in your standards, you know, it's not really going to be perfect because you're going to be too stressed out trying to make it perfect to even really be able to enjoy it the way you want it to. I even saw this post on TikTok a few weeks back that actually inspired this video in the first place. And it was like, the harder you try to grip onto water, the less water you could even fit in your hand. Sometimes you just got to loosen your grip and let things be. And that's how you'll really hold on to it. All right. So the big question that you're probably thinking right now is, all right, I deal with all these shitty things. So what actually is in my control? You said there's a few things that are in my control. What actually is in my control? And the answer is actually very simple. The answer is yourself, your mindset, your actions, your choices, your reactions. This is the area of life where you actually have full control over, and it's the most important one because this is the area of life that actually defines who you are as a person. All right, I'm gonna be really real with you guys because this is something that I had to learn in my own life, and that is the trash situations that you gotta deal with, the trash people that you gotta deal with, the trash scenarios that you're put in that you have absolutely zero control over. These things don't define who you are. You know, I know it's really easy to get caught up into seeing all these things around you and be like, oh, I'm always dealing with this, I'm always dealing with that, I'm always dealing with this, and that's who makes up who I am. And it's really not, guys. It's how you react in these situations. It's how you act in these hard times that really defines who you are as a person. You know, instead of trying to control every little situation that you're put in, just try to take full control of yourself more often. You know, it's really easy to get like caught up and upset like when things don't go your way and to get overwhelmed by those emotions of sadness or being pissed off and let that dictate how you act. And you know, but at the end of the day, like when we look back on times where we let our emotions take the best of us, like, are we really happy with how we acted? I usually am not. Usually when I act out of anger and I look back at it, I'm like, damn, bro, I probably could have handled that better. I probably could have. But I feel like the best thing to do is whenever you're put in a trash situation, you're dealing with something shitty, is ask yourself like, dude, what can I do to make this situation better? What can I do to stop this from getting worse? What can I do to, you know, even though I might not get the outcome that I want, how can I act in a way that, you know, at least makes it okay? You know what I mean? But I feel like something that's really helped me is whenever you're dealing with something that's just out of control, just ask yourself the question. Instead of trying to control the whole thing, just ask yourself, how can I control how I act right now to make this situation better? How can I control how I act right now to stop this situation from getting worse? Or how can I act in a way where when I look back on this situation a few days from now, a few years from now, I could be like, hey, I'm proud of the way I acted. I feel like I did the right thing. At the end of the day, it's all about shifting your mindset. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's easy. It takes a lot of discipline. It's really not easy. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't get upset when things don't go my way, bro. The other day I had ordered Uber Eats and the shit took like 40 minutes to get here, even though the spot wasn't even far. It took 40 minutes to get here. By the time I got here, bro, my food was ice cold and it messed up my whole order. I was tight. I was fucking pissed. A lot of things are just not gonna go our way in life, and that's just really how it is. You know, everybody struggles. Everybody struggles at one point or another. Like, granted, some people struggle worse than others, and some people don't struggle that bad, but everybody struggles at one point in their life. And a lot of the time, a lot of those struggles like stem from things being out of our control. But I don't know if you ever listen to J. Cole. He has a song called Love Yours, and He says there's beauty in the struggle, and I think that's facts, bro. Sometimes you learn the best lessons from dealing with shitty situations. Sometimes you learn the best like advice on people by dealing with shitty people. Sometimes you get the best character development by going through hard times. You know, you're not really developing as a person by sitting in your room playing Xbox 20 hours a day and living life on easy mode. That's not teaching you how to be a better person. It's going out there and dealing with trash situations and trying to make the best of it. That's what makes you better as a person. You know, sometimes things could be out of our control and they could still be for the best. You know, a lot of the best moments in my life came from things that were out of my control. You know, meeting my best friend, meeting my girlfriend, getting my dogs. These were all just random things that sprung upon me, but ended up working out for the best, you know. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of situations in your life where the thing was completely random, but it ended up being for the best and you ended up liking the outcome of it. So to wrap this video up, guys, what I'm gonna say is stop trying to control every little thing out there and instead take full control of yourself. It takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of work, like I said, but you know, even if you could just ask yourself those simple questions like, how can I make this better? How can I stop this from getting worse? How can I control myself? I feel like, you know, after a while, if you get really disciplined at it, you'll see your life will change for the better. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. My name's Max. If you like videos like these, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm dropping videos every single week this year, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Wake up out the door, it's time to get this money. So many pitfalls in my life, that shit ain't even funny. Them rainy nights had them days looking mad sunny. My clothes nice, remember when them shits was mad.